my first appointment of the day. Well, actually it's my second appointment day, but Rose handled my first one, which was dealing with the car, which we never mentioned. The other day before the cruise, I was picking up Rose from work the last day before we went on the cruise, so it was after midnight, and someone merged right into me after I picked him up as we were leaving the airport. We were like totally in our lane, headed to the 95, like didn't have to move around at all anymore. Because we literally drive to and from the airport practically every day. So we're just like doing our thing. I was driving and he just sideswiped me as he tried to get into our lane. And it was fine. It just did a little bit of cosmetic damage, I believe.
Bumper.
It's just like a bummer because it was right before our trip. Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't our fault, and we have insurance, and they have insurance, so we're all good. But yeah, we're headed to, so that was the first appointment. They came to our house, or my parents' house, and then now we're headed to the OBGYN. Just need to get a second ultrasound. To be honest, it's just because I had a cyst when they did the first ultrasound. Everything was like fine with the baby, as they could tell up until that point. What?
Why the fuck didn't I get dressed?
What do you mean?
I want to go in there.
Yeah, you're fine.
I have no lotion or nothing. God, I'm an embarrassment.
Yeah. I was wondering when we leave the house, I was wondering like, why do you still have your pajamas on?
A few moments later.
Last time I was at the doctor for an ultrasound, everything looked good with the baby, but they did find I'm allergic to dogs, by the way, so yeah, this is an issue right now. I'll try not to look too sickly in there, but yeah. We are just going because last time I had an ultrasound, everything looked great with the baby, but they found a cyst on my uterus. And pretty much I think they're just like money hungry, so they want me to come back in to see if it's still there, even though they like naturally come and go in a woman's body and it's very common, and I have experienced no pain or symptoms of it, so I feel like I don't even need to do this ultrasound. But Rose didn't get to go to the first ultrasound, so we're just using it as an excuse for him to come and see the ultrasound.
I'm still kind of sick. Still kind of sick, so you know I want this.
Tell me everything, like how she makes you so happy. I'll listen patiently for you before I leave. My kind of party, no drinking, just conversation.
So we are just getting back in the car from the doctor's. We've got an insane amount of pictures. It's really funny. It's really funny how many pictures we have, because the first time I only got 2 because, I mean, it was so early, like you couldn't see anything. But like this keeps, I think she just couldn't decide. Like, it's just so funny. But like also because like it looks so much more like a baby. Like, that's crazy. Isn't it crazy? Like, you can actually see it.
It's like a big ass forehead. Babies.
So yeah, now we're planning on just running to the store really quick, getting a couple Christmas gifts and wrapping stuff, like getting the stuff to wrap gifts. Well, we're going to the Dollar Tree first. I got box, got the Christmas cards. Now I just need to get tissue paper. Dollar Tree a success.
It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time.
One is slightly bigger. Maybe. They're exactly the same. We turn them on the side, but they are in different brand boxes.
Christmas time.
Treasa hates anybody with a mask under their chin.
No, it wasn't under his chin. It was like this, under his nose.
Oh, the COVID mask.
And we're not in a place where it's mandatory to wear one. We're literally in Florida, actually. So it's definitely not mandatory. And it's also 2022. It's not mandatory almost anywhere. So why are you wearing it?
Fake wearing it, right?
Yeah, if you're not going to wear it properly. Like, you don't have to. Like, do you just not want to show your beard today? Like, I don't know. It's interesting to me. We just got back from Publix like a second ago, and I nearly had a meltdown. I was like, I need to eat in the next 5 seconds or I will not be okay. Look at me vlogging instead of eating. I quickly threw together this amazing salad. I have mango sriracha hummus on the side. Gonna eat it with chips or crackers. Haven't gotten that far yet. It's going well. Part of me wants to keep eating, but I know that I'm stuck because I can barely breathe. So
I'm glad you have the courage to admit this on camera.
But we have these little immunity press shots. This one has ginger root, lemon juice, pineapple juice, and cayenne pepper. So it might not even be that bad because it has the pineapple.
So hell, actually, pineapple juice is the worst.
So we gotta chug these. This will make us healthy for the rest of our lives.
I don't believe it. All right, grab a chair. Wait, grab a chair. Because you can't chug it while you're kneeling down.
I'm in the
Oh, wait, you gotta shake it, don't you?
Oh, yeah, you definitely have to shake it. That thing was nice. Alright.
Don't drop it on the floor. Oh my god.
Cheers it. It smells good.
Cheers. Oh my god. I'm even sicker now. Oh my god.
The level of fire on my tongue. That was a hot shot.
I made sure to not touch my tongue.
That was really spicy.
Cayenne pepper? Was it 90% cayenne pepper?
It is called a firecracker. And it is for sure a firecracker.
How do you know this is healthy?
I mean, those are typical ingredients in a health remedy thing. They always put ginger and cayenne. And lemon juice. Ooh, that was great.
Yeah. Amazing. If you're sick, don't do this.
I said I was going to clean the car yesterday. I didn't do it, so I'm about to do it right now. Well, we already we didn't vlog it because we were just trying to be quick. But we vacuumed the inside of the car, but the outside car wash wasn't open at the place we went to. So I'm going to use wipes to wipe the inside of the car. And then we have to go get a car wash later. So we are here, we're at the pool. I got towels. We are gonna do a 2-minute cold water plunge because I'm sure it's gonna be freezing. It was freezing last time we did it, and I actually got sick last time, so I'm gonna make sure not to get my hair wet this time because I feel like because I got my hair wet and then I didn't wash my hair after, which I normally do, it messed me up. So don't love this bathing suit, but we're going with it because it fits. And I'm kind of a little huge right now. Now, how do I get fully submerged in
Yeah, if you jump.
Getting my hair wet.
Yeah, don't jump in. I know what you already see it in your eyes.
Alright.
Ah!
The timer is already going. We have to get in.
Whoa!
You just go in like this. Oh, I don't know if I can do it this time. You have to go under. You gotta go under. Shoulders under, shoulders under, shoulders under, shoulders under. Okay.
I'm literally freezing.
Okay, I'm good.
I'm good.
Now.
Oh, this was the coldest one.
I don't think it was the coldest one. I think it was colder last time, but then again, I got my hair wet, like I said. Honestly, I feel good. Like last time I was like running inside to warm up. And this time I feel like I'm okay. Like I could chill like this. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, I have a mini confession. So I did not set it to 2 minutes. I said it's like 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
Oh, and then we stayed in for like 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
I feel like they say like 5 to 7 minutes that like you're fully adjusted.
Okay, so this is perfect.
This is making us look bad. It's saying it's like almost 80
It
degrees.
does not feel like 80 degrees.
This thermometer is a liar. This water is freezing.
Yeah.
So I've been at my house probably 2 hours now. Honestly, ever since I've been pregnant, long drives. It's not the longest drive, but it's like an hour and something to and from my parents' house. And it kills me since I've been pregnant. Like, I get so... When I'm driving, not at all. Like, I'm fine. I'm trying to balance this on a really tiny thing. It's not gonna work. It's not a tripod. Like, literally, look at this. Yeah, my camera, it's not gonna work. Still, I try again. What is wrong with me? So yeah, anyways, it was a long drive. I got very sleepy. Also, maybe because the podcast I was making Rose listen to, the guest that they had on was a little bit boring. He wasn't boring, actually. He was quite interesting, but his voice, some people's voices are just very, like, soothing or slow-paced. Different things, like, different vocal pitches and ways of speaking can kind of, like, put you to sleep. I feel like he kind of had that. But just on the note of, like, good podcasts, I'm on episode 9 of Monica's fertility series, like, I forget what it's called, actually. Race to 30 or so. I think it's Race to 35. It's a great series. I really enjoyed it. I think there's still one left. I'm pretty sure. I can't really explain it right now. I'm so tired. But they talk to different experts and non-experts, people that have different life experiences around fertility, whether they were born through fertility or they used fertility or just different parenting styles, people that are single moms, people that chose to be a mom, like, on their own, like, they used fertility and they have no partner, people that, you know, are same-sex, so then they have to do fertility, like, all different things, and it's very interesting. I love podcasts like that. Another one, actually, while I'm on the topic of pregnancy-ish podcast, I absolutely loved, I listened to this a while ago, because I think this came out mid-COVID. I listened to it a little bit late, so I probably listened to it like a year ago, so maybe 6 months or a year after it came out. But, oh, what is it? It's Rose and Rosie's podcast. They are amazing YouTubers. They're super funny. I don't remember what the name of their podcast is, but if you look up Rose and Rosie on their podcast, it should come up. It's a pregnancy podcast, and it's their journey from, again, fertility to having a baby. and it's so good. It's so honest. Like, honestly, we need more podcasts like this because they're hilarious and I love their personalities, so I enjoy listening to them, and it's not boring at all and it doesn't put me to sleep at all. But 2, they are so open and honest about everything that happens. Spoiler, but also it's a true story. Like, this is just their life, so is it really a spoiler? But they didn't have a smooth journey. I believe this happened before they had their son. Like, when they first went to have a baby, Rose tried first to have a baby, and she had a miscarriage, and then she had Rosie. She ended up saying, you know what, Rose, I need more time. Like, so Rosie, because they both wanted to, they're both women, and not all women are like this, but they both decided that they would like to try to carry a baby. So Rose decided, I need more time after the miscarriage, and so Rosie ended up carrying their son. But the description they give of the miscarriage and what it entailed, I had no idea. I literally had no idea how traumatic it really could be, especially because I feel like, of course, if you think about someone who has a stillbirth, very traumatic, automatically you're thinking that is horrific. But I feel like people downplay how traumatic it could be to have a miscarriage. I think they had a miscarriage at 12 weeks, and they're like, it was already like the size of a lemon, which makes sense because I'm currently 12 weeks pregnant, and I got an ultrasound today. Did I get an ultrasound today? I did. Oh, wow. It's been such a long day that I don't even remember. I got an ultrasound today, and it's already like a full formed little human. Like, it has fingers, it has toes, just like Juno. It has fingernails. It has fingers, it has toes, it has little legs, little arms, and we could even kind of see the face in the ultrasound. We could definitely see the facial profile. And it makes sense to me that they would say that was about the size of a lemon when it came out inside of the sac, because from like the apps and stuff that I look at, I feel like that it's been described as like, I think last week it was like the size of a race car, like a little metal toy race car or something. I have like 90s toys as my theme right now, so that would be why it said race car. But yeah, so that makes sense. But like, I feel like I never really, like, they don't go into detail about how, I just mean like in general, like, people don't talk about what it's actually like to have a miscarriage. They kind of just tell you like, oh, it's like having like a heavy period. Not from what they said, not at all from what they said. And in my opinion, they weren't super far along. So imagine if you're further along, like, so traumatic. So just, yeah, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts like that, and I love it because it opens my eyes up to just a more empathy in general, but more empathy and understanding and just knowledge, like, I feel like we should just openly have. So I highly recommend. Rose and Rosie also talk to a lot of experts and non-experts, but people that have experience in the child raising or infertility, all those different realms, or being a child of for like a fertility treatment. So very interesting, both of those. Also, another one that I found, but I'll have to link it below. I'll link all three of these below. This one is a totally different style podcast. I don't know what it's called, and I just came across it randomly. It's about like birth stories. It's completely different than any podcast I've ever listened to. The host does not really ask any questions. They just kind of are like, what is your story? Please tell us of your birth, of your first child, to how many children you have. So most of the ones I've listened to, they've had 1 or 2 kids, and they'll just go through like what their pregnancy was like, what their birthing plan was, and then what happened during the birth process and postpartum. And they go through it for each child that they had, and oh my gosh, the things I had no idea of, the things I genuinely had no idea of. And I do have friends that had babies, but like people, I mean, I guess I don't ask really graphic questions. I don't even know to ask these questions. Like the things that they end up telling you, it's like, wow, I didn't know bodies even do that. So Rose is coming in, so I'm going to let you go. And honestly, I am exporting a vlog right now. I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to go to bed. I am exhausted. Like I said, the car ride just takes it out of me, and I'm not going to fight it. Bye, guys.
Christmas time. Christmas time. Christmas time. Christmas time. Christmas time.